Même pas fait chier, même pas baisser.
We don't keep cash in the store.
Watch. Ah! See how frightened you are?
You shouldn't have to blow your own horn. You should leave that for someone else to do.
Do you know which one of the actors in Boomerang have 10 children? We also found out that one of the actors from the movie inspired Lady Gaga's wardrobe. On top of that, Eddie Murphy helped launch the career of a famous Hollywood celebrity. We'll talk about all of these, but first,
I'm rapping. This is my Mac Daddy vibe I'm giving you.
Excuse me. I am the most romantic cat both of you know.
Let me give you my number, because I'm not going to be able to sleep without him. Do you have a pen?
Do I?
since the main character of the movie is Marcus, and the story was written by Eddie Murphy himself, it's only natural we start with him. When Boomerang was first released, Eddie Murphy was 31 years old. After making a couple of successful movies like Coming to America and Beverly Hills Cop, the comedian decided to focus on making serious movies. This film was one of Eddie Murphy's first attempts at drama, and based on the reviews, we'd say the movie was successful. After all, with a budget of $42 million, Boomerang brought in $131 million at the box office. That's over 3 times ROI. Throughout his career, Eddie Murphy has made over 60 movies, and that's when problems arose. He was so focused on making many movies that the quality of his comedy suffered. With a net worth of $200 million, Eddie Murphy had a lot of cash to burn. So after releasing 1,000 Words, Murphy went on a break. That's why from 2011 until 2017, Eddie Murphy disappeared from Hollywood. Instead of movies, he shifted his focus to music. In the years that followed, he released a new hit single called Red Light. In 2016, Eddie Murphy's first drama, Mr. Church, hit theaters after a long break from Hollywood, and it would take another 3 years for the star to release another movie. All in all, the break lasted almost a decade. But in 2019, Murphy came back with a biographical comedy about fellow comedian Rudy Ray Moore titled Dolomite Is My Name. 2 years later, he filmed the sequel to Coming to America, and today, at the age of 62, Eddie Murphy is working on Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley. If we fire up the time machine and go back to the 80s and 90s, we'll see that Eddie Murphy was the hottest comedian of his time. After a wild dating life, Murphy settled down with Nicole Mitchell in 1993. After being married for 13 years, the couple split up. Since then, Eddie Murphy has been in a relationship with Mel B on America's Got Talent, as well as Tracy Edmonds. Today, he is in a relationship with Paige Butcher. They've been together for almost 11 years. Not many people realize this, but Eddie Murphy has 10 children. Maybe that's why he took that break from acting.
You really know how to move your ass, you know? Is the essence.
Singer, model, actress. Grace Jones is just as strange in real life as her character Strange was in Boomerang. The eccentric model was 44 years old, but she looked like she was in her mid-20s. From putting her panties on the researcher's head to showing Marcus her road to glory, there was nothing she was ashamed of. And Grace Jones is not that different from her on-screen character. Born in Jamaica on May 19, 1948, Jones had a difficult childhood to say the least. Her father was a very strict disciplinarian and a minister. She was forced to attend church and was punished whenever she didn't comply with her father's wishes. That's why Grace Jones later said that she hated her dad. The relationship with her mother was different. She always supported her daughter's choices, but she never did so openly because of her husband. After the Joneses moved to America, one side of the house, Grace started changing. She began drinking, visiting gay clubs, and wearing makeup, stuff that was all forbidden by her father. Her career in showbiz started with modeling. Later, she signed a contract with Island Records, and her music career took off as well. Since her first song, Jones has released 10 studio albums and completed 3 music tours. Today, she is most famous for her role in Boomerang and Conan the Destroyer, where she played Zula alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger. At 75, Grace Jones has a net worth of $7 million. And even today, she is still working as a model and remains competitive with the younger models. She has more boyfriends than we can count, but her 2 most notable relationships include those with Attila El Tumbe and Jean-Paul Gaultier. She married Attila Atun from 1996 until 2004 when they split up. During her relationship with Jean-Paul Gaultier, Grace Jones had a son named Paulo. He was born on November 12, 1978. When her only son had a daughter, Grace Jones became a grandmother.
You don't love me, you don't love Jacqueline, you only love your damn self. I'm out of here.
Like Grace, but not nearly as explicit, Halle Berry started her career with modeling. During the Miss World 1986, Halle Berry placed 6th. Her role as Angela in Boomerang was the actress's breakthrough role, and to think, she was only 26 years old when they shot Boomerang. So, in a way, Eddie Murphy jump-started Halle Berry's career. Born on August 14, 1966, in Cleveland, Ohio, Halle experienced traumas from a very young age. She and her sister would watch as their abusive father physically attacked their mother at home. When Halle was 4 years old, her parents split, with her mom getting custody of the children. After much hard work, Halle Berry now has many famous movies under her belt, like Monsters Ball, Jungle Fever, X-Men, and Catwoman. Her net worth is $90 million. Today, at 57 years old, Halle Berry is working on 2 films called The Mothership and The Union. Also, being one of the hottest women in Hollywood, Halle Berry was married 3 times, and all of them ended in divorce. From the 3 marriages, Berry has 2 children, a daughter and a son. The separation from baseball player David Justice was especially hard on her. When the couple split up in 1997, after 4 years of marriage, Halle Berry fell into a deep depression and contemplated taking her own life. Despite the turbulent times, she overcame depression, and 5 years later, she won an Oscar for her role as Letitia.
What an absolutely exhausting evening, huh? To tell you the truth, Marcus.
Robin Givens, the girl who played Jacqueline, Marcus's love interest and his boss, is not that cold-blooded in real life. Born on November 27, 1964, her mother raised Robin and her sister alone. Being a beautiful teenage girl, she appeared in movies like 17 and Mademoiselle. In high school, she enrolled as a pre-med major, one of the youngest in the school, but her career was more important. After auditioning for an opening on The Cosby Show, Bill liked her so much that he agreed to mentor Robin personally. And before long, she got a minor role on Different Strokes. She was also a part of the Women of Brewster Place, along with Oprah. When it comes to her love life, Givens was married to Mike Tyson for a year, from 1988 until 1989. The relationship was so awful that in October 1988, she filed for divorce, saying that Mike Tyson physically abused her. The court then issued a restraining order against the boxer, stating that she feared for her safety. After the divorce in 1993, she adopted her son. Robin also had a similar one-year marriage with Svetlana Marinkovic from 1997 to 1998, and then in 1999, she gave birth to a second son named Billy Jensen. With a net worth of $1 million, at 58 years old, Robin Givens is working on TV shows like Queens and Batwoman. She also played Fontanella Davis in movies like Last Looks.
You always have to have all the girls, Marcus.
You know, you been hip.
I want to hear that bullshit, man!
In Boomerang, David Alan Grier played Marcus's best friend, Gerard. Grier was 5 years older than Murphy when they shot the movie, making him 36. Besides being an actor and comedian, Grier is also famous for receiving a Tony nomination for playing Jackie Robinson on a Broadway production titled The First. Since then, he has been in love with Broadway and the performing arts. The 67-year-old actor was born on June 20, 1956, in Detroit, Michigan. He later revealed that his mother and father marched alongside Martin Luther King Jr., but his true fame came from shows like Life with Bonnie and The Carmichael Show. Being a major fan of motorcycles and a big philanthropist, Grier agreed to donate his rare Yamaha YZF R1 limited edition bike for a charity on Loveline. However, during the taping of the episode, the host Adam Carolla and the audio engineer started arguing on air, and Grier just walked off the set without saying a word. As an award-winning actor, Grier has a net worth of $4 million, and he has only been married once. He and Christine Y. Kim tied the knot in 1997 and later had a daughter, but in 2007, the couple split due to irreconcilable differences. In 2003, Grier is playing Reverend Avery in the movie The Color Purple. In his personal life, Grier loves to cook and even had the legendary James Spader, a co-star from The Place Race, critiquing his food. Grier says he learned a lot about cooking from Spader.
Knock, knock.
Who's that?
A scared little boy named Marcus.
Did you lose your dog?
Oh, yeah.
Lela Rochon played Christy on Boomerang. You might not remember her. She was the girl Marcus rejected because of her quote-unquote hammer time feat.
Oh, I pulled the covers back. Yeah, it's hammer time.
The actress was only 28 years old when she appeared on Boomerang alongside a star like Eddie Murphy. Born on April 17, 1964, this 59-year-old actress has a rich career behind her. Lela Rochon became famous for movies like Waiting to Exhale, Gang Related, Knockoff, and Any Given Sunday. On the love front, she was married to Shabba-Doo from 1982 until 1987. After the first marriage, she found the love of her life, Antoine Fuqua, a famous film director. The couple got married in 1999 and had 2 children together, a daughter and a son. Unfortunately, Rochon had one miscarriage in 2001. Thanks to her popular movies, Lela Rochon has a net worth of $60 million. Today, she is working on shows like Family Reunion and Insecure. Her last movie was Reversion, where she played Maya. With that being said, thank you for watching, and until next time.